Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum and good morning. When I was first asked to come and speak here, I was not sure if I was the right person to be here. But then I thought that in the last 6 months, there has not been any occasion, not a single occasion, where I've reached out to the Foreign Secretary and she hasn't delivered on what I've asked her to do, so I couldn't say no. So that's so I'm glad to be here. It was also quite appropriate that the vote of thanks has been delivered by somebody from West Indies, because and I'm sorry, I realize West Indies is not a legal entity, but for Pakistanis that area is known for its cricket and therefore we refer to it as collectively as West Indies. Because there are two West Indians who are West Indian heroes who are in Pakistan right now. And in the last few years, they're no longer just heroes of West Indies, they've become heroes of Pakistan also. So Vivian Richards and Darren Sammy have really been troopers for Pakistan cricket and have won the hearts of people of Pakistan. I'm also impressed by the attention to detail of the Foreign Office. It's good to learn theory, but good training programs go beyond theory and take you through case studies and practical exams. So while you are all here, their ability to arrange a global crisis with two nuclear powers at on edge, and for you to be able to see up front and close how the Foreign Office dealt with that issue. So that was remarkable foresight, Foreign Secretary. and I'm glad that things seem to be on the mend. I use these words cautiously. In our opinion, in our assessment, we will continue to have to be on guard until the Indian elections are held, because our assessment is that what you saw in Balakot and thereafter is directly linked to domestic Indian politics. So, but at the same time, we still stay committed to an improved relationship, not just with India but the whole region, and therefore this whole program, the fact that there are people from diplomats from different countries who have come here is in a way a reflection of what we are trying to do with Pakistan. Pakistan over the last couple of decades, unfortunately, due to circumstances thrust upon it, had become relatively isolated in the world. Traveling to Pakistan was not an easy thing. I know of people from more than one country who made this journey with trepidation, whose loved ones tried to convince them not to travel. But that reality has changed, and taking advantage of that changed reality of the far better security conditions, improved conditions, we want to make up for that lost time. Pakistan's traditional positioning, or what is Pakistan today, its historical positioning is as an integral part of the Silk Road, and that's what we would like to recreate for Pakistan to become the pivot around which the new Silk Road route is structured. What has been a geographic liability for Pakistan should theoretically be a geographic dividend for Pakistan, and that's what we'll be working towards. So we are looking at a Pakistan which opens up, a Pakistan which is at peace with its neighbors, a Pakistan which is able to share its incredible heritage. I don't think there is any country in the world which can boast of having a history in which different parts of the country are amongst the most sacred for multiple religions, not just one. But perhaps Egypt is another country which comes to mind. Some of the earliest Vedas, the holy scripts of the holiest of the scripts of the Hindus were written in what is now Pakistan. The Sikh religion's founder Guru Nanak preached and spread his message in what is Pakistan today. Some of the earliest centers of Buddhist civilization were based very close to where we are right now. I hope you had the opportunity to go and visit some of these sites. Just last year or a couple of years back, we discovered the largest reclining Buddha. It's very close to where we are right now, 40 feet. And of course, it is a center of Islam, where Islam has flourished, and some of the greatest Sufi saints in our history have preached and spread their message of love in what is Pakistan today. So Pakistan, therefore, is by its very heritage, by its history, a multicultural country, a multicultural society, and therefore belongs to the world. And we want to make this distinct and unique history accessible to the rest of the world. We obviously want to improve our trading relationships. We are in the process of implementing a grand long-term economic partnership in the name of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, which has strengthened the economic relationship Pakistan had with China. We have just agreed to develop a strategic economic framework with Turkey, and the drafts of the framework have been exchanged between the two countries. We have just set up a strategic relationship council with Saudi Arabia. We have to reach out and improve the working relationship with Iran. It is unfortunate that Iran has faced global isolation, and we very much hope to be a part of the process which will end the isolation of Iran. And Afghanistan, I think anybody with a heart would want to see peace return to that nation, which has been ravaged over decades. Most societies, most countries where there is a global superpower invading would have a rough time. Afghanistan is unique, that in a matter of just 3 decades, it had not one but 2 global superpowers invading. And it's really unfortunate what's happened to the people of Afghanistan. Over the decades, I think we have no problem in admitting that some of the choices Pakistan made also did not help in achieving peace in Afghanistan. But I think what you have seen in recent times is a very, very steadfast commitment, which is acknowledged now by everybody, and we are encouraged by what is happening in Afghanistan. The current Prime Minister's view has always been that you will only achieve peace in Afghanistan through a dialogue. So we are very encouraged by the fact that a constructive dialogue is finally taking place. We are hopeful, and Pakistan has played and will continue to play a constructive part in making that dialogue a success. And last but not the least, as I said earlier, the Prime Minister in his very first speech had said that if India takes one step forward, we will take 2. And we stay committed to that. Our hand for friendship is still extended towards India. We have demonstrated that we have both the capacity and the will to defend ourselves. So whenever need be, it doesn't take much time for that hand of friendship to be converted into a fist. But we would still rather keep it as a hand of friendship. So we are looking forward to that, and therefore looking for South Asia to become one of the centers for global economic growth. There is almost 40% of the global population which resides in this area between China and South Asia. And with the economic dynamism which is starting to get unleashed in this area, I think we can, this particular area can drive global growth for the entire world over the 21st century, and we hope to be constructive partners in making that happen. And with the knowledge of Pakistan that you have gained while you have been here, I hope you will spread that word word and become partners. I'm convinced we will be partners with Pakistan in spreading this message of peace, a message of increased economic integration, a message of tolerance and cultural diversity, and let's all make this world a better place to live in. Thank you.